Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading Novelette Executioner by me. So let's get into it. Novelette was not sure why you were behaving so weirdly lately, but he had a feeling that you were ill. Not that you were willing to conform or anything, since you explicitly refused to say a single word, and he was very upset about that. But he also did not know what to say, except that maybe it was something that you were hiding from him and it was really, really bad. So, that's why he sought the help of some Milicians when he thought that you were ill and sick, and he had to do something. But they all told him it could be just you feeling a little bit upset, it could be a lot of things, and it would be best not to pry if there didn't seem to be anything serious. So he just regarded himself as someone who was overthinking and didn't try to pry further. All until that day came where he saw you throw up blood. It was terrifying for him to see. He was not human himself, no, and so he was not made the same way humans are. He had the body of one, but not the same constitution. So the loss of blood for him would not be as effective as it was for you. And he's never actually vomited blood, so he was not really familiar with the reasons, but he was quite sure this was abnormal, and abnormal enough for him to get concerned. At first he seemed rather tired and pale, and he tried many times to tell you to rest, but you wouldn't listen. Please, Oyan, you don't seem very well. I don't want you collapsing or anything like that. Well, I will not collapse. You don't have to worry about me, okay, Novelette? I apologize. You seem a little bit upset. May I just ask what upsets you here? I am merely worrying. It is my job to do so. And although he was being rather correct, and you could not blame him, you just felt a little bit tired that day, and you couldn't talk to him about anything. You didn't want to concern him with your health. He already had the entirety of Fontaine to take care of. You didn't want to be just another thing on his plate. But it seemed like no matter what you tried, eventually it would come back to him. Because now, as you tried to step up and move to your room, you collapsed and threw up blood. And Novelette was by your side in an instant, cradling you in his arms. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Please, bear with me. I'll get you somewhere. We should go to Cedrine. I trust her best to deal with this. Are you okay? You tried to breathe, but you felt this disgusting taste of copper on your tongue. And it was just horrifying what happened. You were terrified, and you didn't know what to do as you held on to him. Trembling, you trusted Novelette to help you, but nothing else beyond that could be really formed in your head. For the most part, you had no idea what was going on or what was happening, and now you only knew that you would be safe with him, so you held on to him as tightly as you could. But you were very weak, and soon enough you lost consciousness. Meanwhile, Novelette was freaking out. He has never seen this happen, and he's never had to deal with anyone that had this happen to them. For the most part, his interactions were very limited with humans, outside of work and outside of court. So you hardly ever had the opportunity to see them in their fragile moments. But right now, as he held you in his arms, and immediately, with the fastest speed you could actually muster, when the mirror paid, he knew that this was a serious matter. You could be dying for all he knew. This could be something horrible. He had no idea why you hit so much. But now, there was no other opportunity to talk to you. he had to actually find out, in a way that maybe you wouldn't like. When Cedrine saw you, she could tell you were truly ill. She had no idea what was going on, and she clarified to him that she would need some tests. But she tried to get you to be stable at least. And with Nouvelette's power and hers, that would be easy to achieve. After all, being the Dragon Sovereign of Hydro, he was also the Sovereign of Life. Hydro, the source of it. And so, he could strengthen your life force a little bit. That would be something within his power, although he could not alter fate itself, and he is not sure what fate itself entails. So, for the most part, he just tried to supply you with a little of his power, to strengthen your body a little bit, until Cedrine told him it was enough. He saw your face a little less pale, and he held your hand as she ran the tests on your body, and you could only hope and pray that you would be okay, or at least whatever it was that was ailing you, it would have a cure. When you woke up, Nouvelette's head was near your hand, as he was holding it with two of his own, and you smiled fondly, caressing his cheek, his eyes blinking open as he looked at you. "Oh, my darling, you're finally awake. I was beyond worried about you. Please, Wyan, please never do that again." "Oh, Nouvelette, if I had a choice, I would never worry you like this. You know that." "I know. I do. But, please, tell me, why were you hiding so much? Why weren't you telling me about your illness?" "I couldn't. I just could not. I was afraid of worrying you. And I thought I could get better. I was trying my best. But maybe I wasn't really doing what I could. Maybe I did need your help after all." "That you do. And I will take care of you. Please, never be afraid of telling me something as essential as that again. I'll do whatever it takes to take care of you, and make sure you get better. Please, allow me to do that." "I will. And I'm sorry it took me so long. I really am. Please don't be hurt. It really wasn't anything that you did. I just didn't want to trouble you." "I understand. And there's nothing to worry about now. I'm by your side, my love." You were quite sure that he would remain so. And whatever worries you had, they would fade away for now. And Nouvelet would make sure that you were taken care of. He would do his best, just to see you get better again.